holy name of the Lord. 2. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be in imagination. 6. To give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda. 9. To instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain marital attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success of Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining the Bhakti Sanga conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who has joined the call this morning? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji, Dandrat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Priti Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji, Dandrat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvind Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvind Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devi Dasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashamati Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Akshay Das from Canada.
Accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Nal.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji, Dandvat Pranam. My Dandvat Pranams to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to all your services, Mataji. I am Sushmita from Mississauga, Canada. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Sushmita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Hare Bol. Mataji would like to
start the introduction and
yes,
then
yeah. Okay.
One second,
Welcome
Mataji. Let me on the recording.
Please, Mataji. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga conference call. Today we are fortunate to have His Holiness Sundar Chaitanya Goswami Maharaj for enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 8th chapter, 2nd verse. Before giving the call to Prabhu, Maharaj, I would like to request Suresh Sham Prabhuji for giving brief introduction about Maharaj. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Please take over the call, Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. So here is a brief introduction about His Holiness Sundar Chaitanya Goswami Maharaj. He is a senior most disciple of His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj. Maharaj is an international motivational speaker, leadership trainer, and renowned youth preacher. He specializes in spiriting and empowering people to realize their true selves. As a keynote speaker, thousands of people have discovered a new light from his energetic workshops worldwide. He's basically from Mauritius, where he came in contact with ISKCON in 1982. In 1983, Maharaj joined the Brahmachari ashram, dedicated his life to the mission. From 1988 to 92, he served as a Sankirtan leader in Mauritius. Maharaj has served as temple president in Mauritius and in Nagpur, India for several years. He travels to many countries and is very active in preaching in Harvard, Noida, Delhi, Europe, South Africa, Reunion Islands. He has managed interfaith events bringing together the communities of different religious faiths in order to strengthen their faith and belief in God together. He has opened ISKCON preaching centers all over the world. Maharaj Sundar Chaitanya Goswami is popular for his outstanding lectures and seminars about the philosophy of Krishna consciousness with expert hand in bhajan and kirtans. He has been instrumental in providing the teachings of Vedic scriptures, the Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. For the past few years and at present, Maharaj is a lecturer at the Vaishnava Institute of Higher Education in Vrindavan Dham, India. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Back to you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Do we have Maharaj on the call? Yeah, I see Maharaj just joining. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for giving your valuable association and time this morning for enlightening us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 8th chapter, 2nd verse. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances, Maharaj. Please take over the call whenever you are ready, Maharaj.
Yes, thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. And I would like to express my heartfelt joy
Krishna,
for,
Maharaj.
actually, I'm in Charlotte.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maharaj's house.
Yes, and so this is 7. It is 7,
782, Prabhu, Maharaj.
8 text, right?
Yes, Maharaj.
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Yashodanandana Vrajana Ranjana Yashoda Yamuna Tira Vanatari Yamuna Tira Vanatari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Oh, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Gaura Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaivam Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashta Presha Patreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utamasloke Bhakti Bhavati Nastike. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 8, Text 2. Atacharya sutastesam Buddhi mekanta samstitam Alaksha bitastvarito Ragya vedaya yatha. Atacharya tutastesam Buddhi mekanta samstitam Alakshabhitas tvarito Ragya avedaya yatha. Very good translation directly. When Sanda and Amarka, the sons of Sukracharya, observed that all their students, the sons of the demons, were becoming advanced in Krishna consciousness because of the association of Prahlad Maharaj, they were afraid. They approached the king of the demons and described the situation as it was. Purport by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The words Buddhim Ekanta Samstitam indicate that as an effect of Prahlad Maharaj's preaching, the student who listened to him became fixed in the conclusion that Krishna consciousness is the only object of human life. The fact is that anyone who associates with a pure devotee and follows his instructions becomes fixed in Krishna consciousness and is not disturbed by materialistic consciousness. The teachers particularly observed this in their students, and therefore they were afraid because the whole community of students was gradually becoming Krishna conscious. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Meditam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Dadati Swapadantikam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastite Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sati Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Paditana Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So this part of the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, this is the seventh canto. The seventh canto is actually the only canto that actually consisting of only one story. We have different cantos who deal with different stories, but the only canto 7 that deals only with one story of Nrsingadev and Prahlad Maharaj. Full canto 7. So, and the story of Prahlad Maharaj and Nrsingadev in other Puranas also mentioned. But there, the focus in other parts of the scriptures is the focus is on Nrsingadev. But here in this, especially in this context here in this Bhagavatam, canto 7, the focus is on Prahlad Maharaj because there are many more chapters on Prahlad Maharaj than Nrsingadev or Hiranyakashipu. Right? More chapters on Prahlad Maharaj. So this is a greatness of Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavat also means devotee. Bhagavatam glorifying mostly the devotees. Right? And Krishna Katha comes in canto 10, but most of the from 1 to 10 to 9 is all about devotees. That's why it's called Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavatam. It's about the devotees, the Bhagavatas. So here is also one of the great Mahajan, Prahlad Maharaj. And here what's happening now, Sanda and Amarka, the teachers coming to complain with Hiranyakashipu, the father, because because Hiranyakashipu has instructed them to teach his son about materialistic knowledge, right? To teach Prahlad and his other students also about materialistic understanding, materialistic knowledge. But when his father was asking Sanda and Amarka, what are you teaching my son? And the teacher also, they were becoming worried, because seeing that the students in the school, they were becoming Krishna conscious. How is it that when the teachers are teaching materialistic knowledge, but the students are becoming Krishna conscious? How is that? And they were worried. This is also same thing happened to devotees when we want to start becoming devotees, right? So, and the people are worried, or the parents also become worried when we start to associate with devotees. The parents become worried. Oh, he's becoming Krishna conscious. He's becoming a devotee. He's becoming a sadhu. I want him to become a doctor, but he's becoming a sadhu. Other parents also become worried like that. So here, Hiranyakashipu, who is the enemy of God, and his son is becoming a devotee of Vishnu. And Vishnu is the enemy for Hiranyakashipu. And this is why the teachers, they were worried. Of course, this is association, the power of association. Because as students, they were associating with Prahlad. They were also materialistic, but they're becoming devotees. They're becoming Vaishnavas due to the association. Sadhu Sanga, Sarva Shastra Kahe, Lavam Matra, Sadhu Sanga, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Sadhu Sanga, Sarva Shastra Kahe. All scriptures enjoin that one has to associate with sadhus, with devotees. Sadhu Sanga Sarva Shastra Kahe, Lava Matra, Sadhu Sanga Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Even if one associate with devotee, for a fraction of a second, Lava Matra means fraction of a moment, of a second, association of a devotee. Sadhu Sanga, Lava Matra, Sadhu Sarva Siddhi Hoy, one can actually attain all the perfection in his life. Sarva Siddhi. Siddhi means perfection. Hoy, you can achieve all perfection just by associating with devotee. So this is what is happening here. The association is very, very, very strong. It's very, very important what our association is. This is the enjoying in the scriptures. And now the teachers are becoming worried. And they've gone to Hiranyakashipu to tell about. They have approached the demon, and Hiranyakashipu described the situation as it was, to describe about what's happening in school, that the student also becoming Vaishnavas or becoming devotees due to Prahlad Maharaj association. He was worried. And then the father, when asking the Prahlad Maharaj, what did you learn at school? At one point, and Prahlad Maharaj said, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, you know the verse, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. And then when Hiranyakashipu heard about this, he became very, very, very upset, very, very angry, right? I mean, also Hiranyakashipu was chastising when seeing that his son is becoming Vaishnava. First, he chastised his two teachers, Sanda and Amarka. He chastised them, thinking that they are the one who is teaching Prahlad Maharaj about Bhakti. He chastised the two teachers, Sanda and Amarka, the sons of Sukracharya. But the teachers said, no, it's not our fault. We're not teaching him about Bhakti. This is actually his spontaneous devotion has come up. This is his spontaneously has developed in him. We're not teaching. This is kind of spontaneously has been developed in Prahlad Maharaj. We're not teaching him about Bhakti. It's not our fault. Please do not chastise us. And it is not good to chastise Brahmanas. We are Brahmanas. So it is not good for you to chastise Brahmanas. We have not done this. But this has developed spontaneously in his heart. And we don't know how. We don't know how this bhakti devotion has developed in his heart, devotion to Lord Vishnu, but we have not taught him this. So, and then we understand, we know how, because due to the association of, he was in the womb of his mother, and Narad Muni taught to his mother, and he was in the womb. So he got this Krishna consciousness while he was in the womb of his mother. Yes, he spoke about bhakti. This is a 9 process of bhakti, definitely. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. The 9 process of bhakti, Prahlad Maharaj said that this is what I have learned from my teachers. This is his 9 process of pure bhakti. If one actually follow this process of pure bhakti, and one become most learned, this is what Prahlad Maharaj said, one will actually become most learned, and he will also be complete in all the knowledge. It's called Navavida Bhakti, the 9th process of bhakti. Sravanam, Kirtanam. Sravanam is bhakti, Kirtanam is bhakti, Smaranam is bhakti, Pada Sevanam is bhakti, pure bhakti. Archanam, Vandanam is also bhakti. Sakyam, Atmanivedanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam, they're all process of bhakti, the 9 process of bhakti. So Prahlad Maharaj said, if one actually follow this process, he become learned person, learned devotee, and he become complete in all his knowledge. That's what Prahlad Maharaj said. But then Hiranyakashipu, he was confused. He was doubtful. But then Prahlad, if you have not learned this from your spiritual master, where did you learn that? Where have you got all this knowledge? If your teachers have not taught you, teaching you, Sanda and Amarka did not teach you, then tell me, where did you get all this knowledge, Prahlad? Of course, Prahlad Maharaj, he mentioned Mahatpada Rajo Abhisekam, these words, that unless one actually received the dust of the lotus feet of the pure devotees, I mean, this knowledge I've received by having the dust of the lotus feet of the pure devotee from Narad Muni, of course. So if one actually does not smear his body with the dust of the pure devotees, Mahatpada Raja Raj, Pada Raj means dust, Abhisekam, So we take bath with dust of the lotus feet of the pure devotees. Bharat Maharaj said that also. Bharat Maharaj, when King Rahugana asked him, thinking that he was just a fool. When Bharat Maharaj starts speaking, not Bharat, Jad Bharat. Yeah, Jad Bharat starts speaking about the bhakti process. And the King Rahugan came down from his palanquin and surrendered to Jad Bharat. Where did you get all this knowledge? And he also mentioned Mahatpada Rajo Abhisekam. So we get this actually by the mercy of the lotus feet of the pure devotees. This is what happened to Prahlad Maharaj. He received this knowledge from Narad Muni. His mother forgot about it, but Prahlad Maharaj still remember because he was blessed. And Narad Muni, actually, in fact, Narad Muni, wherever he goes, is Prabhupada said the universal guru, space traveler. Wherever he goes, whoever he meets, he transforms them into devotee. At once, whoever he meets, he preach, and that person become devotee, become a Vaishnava. And for Narad Muni, there is also no need for doing Bhakta course and many other courses. The person become at once become devotees, transformed. We have also learned, we have read in Bhagavatam many personalities who've been transformed and become devotees. Prahlad Maharaj is one, Dhruva Maharaj, Prashinabarhi, many persons were transformed by the Mrigari, Hanta Mrigari also became transformed at once, became a devotee. So that was the mercy of Narad Muni. He's a space traveler, universal guru, wherever he goes. Narada, one who gives Narayan to people. Narada, da means giving. And then one who gives Narayan to the people, as his name, Narada. Like we have Yasoda, Kirtida, one who gives Yash. So here's Narad Muni, one who gives Narayan to the people, to the world. Narayan is preaching Krishna consciousness all over the world. So this is when his father was asking, where did you get that knowledge? So he got it from the pure devotee, right? From Narad Muni. And then Prahlad Maharaj starts speaking about Matirna Krishna Parata Svatova Vibayata Griha Vratanam Adanta Gopir Visatam Tamishram Puna Charvita Charvananam. He's telling his father, because he knows that his father has very demoniac qualities. Just give up your enmity. Give up your enmity, right? Although Hiranyakashipu is trying also. He's told Sanda and Amarka, again, go back, take my son to school and teach him about materialistic knowledge. And also make sure that no Vaishnava will come and will try to preach to my son. Make sure that nobody comes. No Vaishnava will come and preach to him. Try to avoid that the Hare Krishna people comes to preach to my son. Not the Hare Krishna people come. We have seen that also in this world, that many parents, they are afraid that the son becoming devotees. So, but here, I mean, this is natural, because Krishna consciousness is also some natural. Prabhupada said Krishna consciousness is not an imposition on the mind. It's our natural tendency, Bhakti Yoga, right? Bhakti Yoga. So, and then Prahlad is telling his father, Matirna Krishna Parata Svatova, that the resolution of Krishna consciousness will not take place by one's intelligence or by the help of other people, of both. That will not, resolution doesn't take place. For those who are materialistic, for those who are not able to control the senses, Griha Vratanam, Adanta Gopir, Griha Vratanam, Adanta Gopir, those who are not able to control the senses, and they are making progress. They are making progress, and what kind of progress they're making? They're making progress going towards health. Adanda Gopir Vishatam Tamishram. Vishatam. They are making progress, they're moving towards hellish planet. Vishatam Tamishram. Adanda Gopir Punah Charivita Charvananam. And what they are doing, Prahlad Maharaj says, told his father on that spot, on that time, they are chewing the chewed. Now we're chewing, we are enjoying something that we have already chewed. If you chew something which has already been chewed, there is no juice in this material world. There's no flavor, there's no rasa, something that we have chewed already. All this materialistic life, it's not new. Nothing is new. This is that people have already been chewed before. We have already chewed before. And we are never getting satisfaction in this world. Never. Because duspurena nalena cha. The desires, lusty desires, they burn like fire. Never can become satiated. So this is why Prahlad Maharaj, when Nrsingadev actually asked, Nrsingadev told Prahlad Maharaj, I want to give you a benediction. Please ask me, what benediction do you want? What blessing do you want from me? I wish to give you, because Nrsingadev was so pleased with Prahlad Maharaj. Please ask, what kind of benediction do you want? And Prahlad Maharaj said, Oh my dear Lord, please do not try to allure me. Do not try to allure me with all this Maya. I have enough experience. I have enough wealth. I have experience of all this wealth, name, fame, glory, all same story. You know, I have enough experience of that. I have everything because he was a prince. But do not try to allure me with all this materialistic benediction. And Prahlad Maharaj told Shingadev that, my dear Lord, we don't have this kind of relationship. We have only one type of relationship between you and me. I know only one type of relationship. And what is that relationship? That you're my master, I'm your servant. That's what he said. You're my master, I am your servant. So that is the only relationship we have. We have no other relationship. I don't know, he said, I don't know any other relationship. You're my master, I am your servant. That's it. So, Jivira Swarupa hoy Krishnera Nita Das. Jivira Swarupa hoy Krishnera Nita Das. That's Aluya's servant. The Swarupa of the soul is that he's eternal servant of God. And this is what Prahlad Maharaj told his father also. Try to give up your enmity. So, you're a servant. You're not a controller. You're trying to, because his father said, because when his father became very, very upset, he said, you know, how come that you're not afraid of me? When I become upset, when I become angry, all the demigods, they become afraid. All the demigods, they start shaking. Not only the demigods, together with the planets, they also start shaking. But how come, Prahlad, you're not afraid of me? I'm the controller of the whole universe. Prahlad said, my dear father, you're not able to control your anger. You're not able to control your anger. So how can you control the whole universe? There are many, many fools like you in the past who also claimed to be the master. But they were finished at once. They were gone. They died at once. You know, many, many in the past, many, many fools like you. He said, Prahlad wasn't afraid. There were many, many fools like you in the past who claimed to be the master. Now they have gone. So, yeah, Prahlad Maharaj is not asking, but is asking for the benediction that give me this benediction. Yadida shishime kaman vardam vardarshaba kamanam pride asamroham. This is what Prahlad Maharaj asks, that if ever he's not asking also, he said, this is a very civilized way of talking. He said, if ever you want to give, right? He's not asking, if ever you want to give, my dear Lord, give me that benediction, that from the core of my heart, desires do not grow. The Lord wanted to satisfy his desire. But what he's asking, what benediction is asking, that from the core of my heart, desires do not grow. Lusty desire, definitely, for sense enjoyment. That I should not have any desire. That benediction you give me, that boon you can give me, my dear Lord, if ever you want to give. Yadi dashashime kaman varatam varadarshava. Kamanam hriday asamroham. Hriday means heart. Asamroham, that they do not grow from the core of the heart. This is benediction, the mercy that actually Prahlad Maharaj asked. And he has enough experience of everything. You know, he also has seen how his father, his uncle also died. So fools like Kashipu is also going to die. Yes. And Prahlad Maharaj also mentioned that because Prabhupada is saying in the purport that Prahlad Maharaj preaching, the student who listened to him became fixed in the conclusion. They became fixed in the conclusion of Krishna consciousness. This is a conclusion of life. This is what Prahlad Maharaj told in Kachipu. Nate vidu swartagatim hi Vishnu. What is it? What is swartagatim? People do not know what is the conclusion of life. What is the goal of life? Nate vidu swartagatim hi Vishnu. The goal of life, swarta, our constitutional position, our duty, swartagatim. The goal, what is the goal of life? Nati vidu swartagatim hi Vishnu. People do not know the goal of life. What is the goal of human life? Right? So, and then Prahlad Maharaj said also that the people are following the blind are following the blind. So when blind are following the blind, they will fall into the ditch and die. And blind following the blind. This is what Prahlad Maharaj was telling his father. So the point also is when his father is asking, where did you get all this understanding, this knowledge? So he said, from unless one actually smears body with the dust of the lotus feet of the pure devotees, this is how actually by the mercy of the Vaishnavas, by the mercy of the devotees. And also when one becomes Krishna conscious, outside people, they actually worship Ganesh to remove obstacle, right? To remove obstacle. But devotees, we worship Nrsingadev. But furthermore is the devotees. Echai gosai kore charana vandan. Jaha hoite vignanas avishta puran. Vignanas. Echai kore charana vandan. Worshipping the lotus feet of the devotees. Right? So when we surrender to the lotus feet of the devotees, Jaha hoite vignanas abhishta puran. Jaha hoite vignanas. Vignanas, all the obstacle in devotional service will be removed when actually one surrender to the lotus feet of a pure devotee. So here Prahlad Maharaj was surrendered to the pure devotee, to the lotus feet of a pure devotee. And his vignanas is also actually getting vigna, the obstacle in his devotional service is getting destroyed, right? And yeah, and there's one devotee in his name is Kalidas. It's a Bhakta Pada Duli, Bhakta Pada Jal. Bhakta Bhukti Avases, Aitina Mahabal. He said that Bhakta Pada Duli, Bhakta Pada Jal means that a Pada Duli, Aitina Mahabal, these three things are very, very powerful. Bhakta Padaduli means the dust of the lotus feet of the devotees of the Vaishnavas. Bhakta Padaduli. Bhakta Pada Jal means the water that actually has washed the feet of the Vaishnavas are pure. Bhakta Padaduli, Bhakta Pada Jal, the water that has actually washed the feet of the Vaishnavas. Bhakta Padaduli, Bhakta Pada Jal. Bhakta Bhukti Avashesh means the remnants of the pure devotees, the uchishta of the pure devotee. Aitina Mahabal. These three things, they are actually very, very powerful. Very, very Aitina Mahabal. So this is how we're searching for when we go to temple. This is what we are looking for, right? When we go to temple, we pay obeisances to the Guru Dev, and the dust. Why do we pay obeisances? Bowing down on the floor, searching for the dust, right? Of the pure of Prabhupada, putting the dust of Prabhupada on our head. Bhakta Pada Duli. Bhakta Pada Jal. And second thing we do, we are looking for the Charanamrita. So Charanamrita also is Bhakta Pada Jal. The Lord's Jala, also the devotees, Padajal. So Bhakta, Padaduli Bhakta Padajal, the water, washing the lotus feet of the Lord and the devotees also. And then the third thing we're looking for, Mahaprasad. Right? We get Mahaprasadam because the prasad that actually has been touched by the lotus mouths of the pure devotees. That remnants, prasadam is mercy. Right? Even Narad Muni himself. Narad Muni is such a great devotee. Mahajan, he became a great devotee. When Vyasdev was talking to Vyasdev about writing the Vedas, he said, why are you writing the Vedas? You have written about the all the rules about the karma kanda. So you're writing that what people want. You should write. You should be writing. You know, why you're not satisfied? What's the cause of your despondent? Because you have not written about the Nam, Gun, Rup, and Lila. That what will give satisfaction to the hearts of the devotees. And then he gave his own example himself about how he became a devotee, great devotee, because he was associating with the Mahabhagavat, with the Bhakti Vedantas. During Chaturmas, he was associating with them, and also with the permission, he was eating the remnants in his previous life, of course, when he was a small boy. So by eating the remnants of the Bhaktivedantas in his next life, he became such a great Mahajan, great devotee, associating and also eating. So this is the power actually of associating with devotees. So here, this is what is happening. Prahlad Maharaj is giving his association to the schoolmates, and then the life of the student, they are getting transformed. And Prahlad Maharaj was so fixed, extremely fixed. He was so fixed in his Krishna consciousness. He was not even playful. He was not playing, wasting time to play. Prahlad Maharaj was not even wasting his time to play like the other student. He was just only chanting Hare Krishna. Like Sundar and Amarka is saying that we don't know how his Krishna consciousness is developing. Is this spontaneously? It's coming up spontaneously. We don't know that how that is coming up. But now we understand, of course, with his association with Narad Muni, who taught him the process of bhakti. So the process of bhakti is very, very powerful, in fact. Yes, very powerful. The process of bhakti is very, very powerful. And this is recommended. Krishna spoke about, all those Krishna spoke about in Bhagavad Gita, speaks about karma kand, karma yoga, jnana yoga, and then at the end, Stanga yoga, at the end, Krishna would say that not all this process, those process will not work. Sarva dharman paritaja mamekam saranam raja aham tam sarva pavebhyo mokshahi sami masujaha. Earlier, Arjuna was confused about it. Oh, Krishna, you're telling me to give up everything, to give up my varnashram dharma? What about all these books written, all these volumes of books of the Vedas written? You're telling me to give up all this, Krishna? Yes, yes. Sarva dharman paritaja mamekam saranam raja. You know? So because Krishna knows everything, to give up all this process, to surrender to me and do bhakti yoga. And Krishna says, what Krishna is saying also, bhaktya mam abhijanati. Only through bhakti you can understand me, only through bhakti. Although Krishna spoke about karma yoga, jnana yoga, astanga yoga, but at the end he spoke about, he said, sarva dharman paritaja mamekam saranam raja. Bhaktya mam abhijanati, only through bhakti you can understand me. Sometime we're driving. Yesterday we drive, okay? We drive. You know, and at a time on the road, it is written, it's the lights, it is showing red light, right? Means you have to stop. But at times, sometimes it's happened, although it is red light, but the policeman is standing there. A policeman is telling you, go, 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 now you can go. But the light is red. Sometimes it's happened, right? The policeman is standing there, the light is red, but still, for some other cause, the policeman is telling you, yeah, you can go, go. Light is red, but policeman is allowing to go. So this is what is happening here. Krishna is telling Arjuna, right? To go, yes, to move forward. Although there are many, many prevention from the Vedas, right? You should do this, to the rules and regulations, so many rules, regulation. But Krishna is telling you, no, give it up. Sarva dharman paritaja mamekam saranam raja. Aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshayim swami masuchaha. So you can move forward. So this is actually Prahlad Maharaj also is teaching due to his association with Prahlad Maharaj. And Prahlad Maharaj, he did not even ask. Prahlad Maharaj did not ask for protection. He was just chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. He was completely convinced that he will be protected, right? He did not even ask for any protection from the Lord. And he was convinced that the Lord will protect him. Lord is everywhere. This is the teachings of Bhakti Yoga. Lord is everywhere. And his father was asking at the end, can you show me where is your God? And his father was thinking that this is a very, very challenging question. Yeah, like many materialistic people also asked, show me God. I don't believe in God because seeing is believing. You're not seeing God. So how can you tell that God exists? Right? Yesterday I was saying that, we were singing this song every day. Namaste Narasimhaya Prahlad Prahlad Dala Dayane. Ito Nrsingo, Parato Nrsingo. He's here. Wherever I go, he's also there. I go here, he's there. I go this way, he's also there. Bahir Nrsingo, Hridaya Nrsingo is outside, he's also inside. He's everywhere. The Nrsingadev is everywhere. He's in the hearts, he's everywhere. Right? So if wherever I go, the Lord is there, whatever, here and there, he's outside, he's inside. But then there is no other option. There's only one option that we have to do is to surrender. Narsinghamadin Saranam Prapadye. Right? Just to surrender to him. So just like imagine Hiranyakashipu is singing that song. Hiranyakashipu is singing that song. He's saying, Ito Nrsingo, Parato Nrsingo. He's here, he's there, whatever I go, I see him. Bahir Nrsingo, Hridaya Nrsingo. He's outside, he's inside. But for Hiranyakashipu, that would be very panicking. Right? For us, it is okay. For devotees, it's fine. It's protection. Lord is everywhere. Wherever I go, that's what Prahlad Maharaj saw. When his father asked, where's your Lord? Yeah, he's there. He's everywhere. And it was not a challenging question for Prahlad Maharaj. Right? But Hiranyakashipu was singing it as a challenging question. Where's your Lord? The Lord is everywhere. But for Hiranyakashipu, if he's singing that song, God is everywhere. Wherever I go, he's inside, he's outside. For Hiranyakashipu, that would be very panicking. Danger for him. Right? Because he's trying to escape from death. He was trying to escape from the Lord. He was trying to escape from death. But unfortunately, Lord appeared and killed him. So this is actually the glories of we say Prahlad Maharaj, and he actually was qualified, although born in a demoniac family. One time Prahlad Maharaj also mentioned when they were actually asking the Brahmaji, when the Lord came and destroyed Hiranyakashipu, and Hiranyakashipu was dead, and the demigods, they were very happy. They were happy that Hiranyakashipu is dead now, but one thing remained, that now how to pacify the Lord. The Lord was still angry, very angry. Nrsingadev was angry. He was also angry with the demigods. Why you could not do anything to protect Prahlad? You should have done something. That's why he was keeping, his anger was still there, right? Roaring. So, and then he tried to send different demigods to pacify the Lord. You know, Brahmaji told Lakshmi, you go. Is your husband, please pacify your husband. Lakshmi was also scared. No. I've never seen my husband like that. This form especially. Angry form. They asked different demigods, Ganesh also, because Ganesh also went. Ganesh is actually also Vigna Vinasaya, you know, destroying remover of obstacles. Actually, Ganesh Istadev is Nrsingadev Bhagwan. He received inspiration from Nrsingadev to be able to also remove obstacles. But at the end, they asked Prahlad Maharaj, you go and pacify the Lord. But Prahlad Maharaj said, he said, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the Lord's anger. I'm not afraid of his sharp teeth. I'm not afraid of his frowning eyes. I'm not afraid of the intestine full of blood, of his huge mane. I'm not afraid of tainted with blood. I'm not afraid of all this. But what I'm afraid of is what Prahlad Maharaj said. What I'm afraid of the situation in a family in which I have taken birth. This is I'm afraid of. You know, this is very dangerous. In that family in which I have taken my birth. Which family took birth? Rakshas's family, Asuric family, demoniac family. Why? Prahlad Maharaj said, because in this family, in that situation, I cannot become Krishna conscious. Right? This is dangerous. I'm afraid of that. Because I've taken birth in that family who cannot, in a demoniac family, will not be having time to chant Hare Krishna, cannot hold satsang, cannot hold Bhagavatam classes, cannot go to the temple, cannot go to the Holy Dham, cannot chant Hare Krishna, cannot read Bhagavatam. He was not allowed to do that, Prahlad Maharaj. Not at all. Hiranyakashipu even asked Sanda and Amarka to make sure that my son is protected from the Vaishnavas that do not come and preach to him, to brainwash him. It was difficult for Prahlad Maharaj, right? So make sure that they don't come and preach to my son. So this is why Prahlad Maharaj said, I'm not afraid of the Lord's anger, of his sharp teeth, but what I'm afraid of this family, in the family in which I have taken birth, that is very, very dangerous. No time to actually practice. There will be no favorable time to practice Krishna consciousness. This is very, very dangerous. That's what Prahlad Maharaj said. Imagine, Prahlad Maharaj did not have any association. Of course, Narad Muni is there, but beside this, never had any association, no Vaishnava association, no devotees association, no temple, no reading. But he became the first-class devotee. You know, he became the devotee number one in Vaikuntha. Devotee number one in Vaikuntha, even greater than Garuda, greater than Lakshmi Devi also, is Prahlad Maharaj. Even Lord Shiva, Prahlad Maharaj is number one devotee in Vaikuntha, right? Like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, of deities I am Prahlad, of the beasts I am lion, in the same verse. So this is Prahlad and Nrsing. Of the beasts I'm lion in chapter 10, right? So yeah, Prahlad, he became the devotee, greatest devotee in Vaikuntha, devotee number 1, despite of not having the association of devotees or the Vaishnavas, right? He became such a great devotee. But Prahlad Maharaj is saying that is dangerous for me. In the family in which I have taken birth, there's no opportunity. Likewise, Bhakti Thakur also mentioned. Bhakti Thakur said that if ever I have to take birth, if ever I have to take birth again, even as a worm, but in a house of a devotee, in the house of a Vaishnava. That's what Bhakti Thakur said. Even you have to take birth as a worm, but in a house. I do not want to take birth as Lord Brahma. To get the position of Brahma, I do not want to take birth as becoming Lord Brahma. Because what happens, sometimes Brahmaji become averse, right? He's stealing the cows and the coward boys. Sometimes he becomes averse. So I don't want to take birth even as Brahma. But even if I have to take birth again, allows me to take birth even as a worm, but in a house of a Vaishnava. Why house of a Vaishnava? Because in the house of a Vaishnava, he will get to hear the bell ringing as a worm. He will also get maybe the remnants, right? After eating the prasadam. So the worms will get remnants. So that benefited like that. So this is why Prahlad Maharaj is saying that this is most dangerous to be born in a demoniac family. Likewise, we ourselves, we Prabhus and Matajis, we are not in that condition, right? Our birth is not in that condition. But despite we have all the facilities, sometimes we become a bit complacent, right? But here Prahlad Maharaj never had the association, never had the opportunity, but then he became actually devotees number 1 in Vaikuntha. Very, very dear to the Lord. So dear to the Lord that the Lord accepted to become the doorkeeper of Bali Maharaj. The Lord becoming doorkeeper of Bali Maharaj, Lord Shiva is telling that it's not because of Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj did not do very much. He disobeyed his spiritual master, and he did not keep his promise of giving the 3rd step of land, right? So Lord Shiva is saying that Lord Vishnu became the doorkeeper of Bali Maharaj only because Bali Maharaj is related to Prahlad Maharaj. Only that, because he's related to Prahlad Maharaj, and the Lord accepted to become his doorkeeper. And there was another demon that Lord was going to kill, Banasur, right? But the Lord did not kill him. He said, because why did not kill him? He had promised not to kill anybody in the lineage of Prahlad Maharaj. He said, yes, I'm not going to kill him, because he's also related to Prahlad Maharaj. This is the greatest of Prahlad Maharaj. So, yeah, this is where actually Prahlad Maharaj received all this, because his Krishna consciousness is spontaneous. This is what Sanda and Amarka said. This is, we don't know. This is spontaneous Krishna consciousness has been developed, and we don't know where he got this. So we know now from Narad Muni when he was in the womb of his mother. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Such a wonderful nectarian Prabhu Maharaj, very nicely narrated. So one thing that it touched is that the Pada Dhuli and the Jala of the great devotees, and then the other thing, remnants. These are the things which will help you to very, very nice lecture, Maharaj. Maharaj, do you have time for the question and answers, Maharaj?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me see if we have any question, raised hands. Aksharadas Prabhuji, please go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the wonderful lecture. Maharaj, just a simple question, like, is it not rude to ask, because we cannot figure who is Madhyam Adhikari, who is Kanishth Adhikari, or like the level of bhakti. So if you appreciate a devotee, is it okay to ask for their uchishta? Or like sometimes I do find something in the sink, so is it okay to steal it?
Good question. So I know sometimes devotees steal in Mahaprasadam. It's two ways. Stealing also is allowed. But in our Krishna consciousness, in our movement, we have to ask. Because Narad Muni also, he took the remnants of the acharyas of the Bhakti Vedantas with the permission. It is mentioned in Bhagavatam. He took the Mahaprasadam with the permission. And so stealing could be also sometimes offensive, but sometimes we also read Advaitacharya when Mahaprabhu fell and he was in ecstasy, he fell down unconscious. So then at that time, Advaitacharya, he actually steal the padaduli from his feet and put it on his head. But that time, Mahaprabhu was in ecstasy, was unconscious. So at that time, Advaitacharya stole it. He stole it, and Mahaprabhu woke up, he said, I've been, thieves are stealing my wealth, So that was Advaitacharya. So, but Narad Muni did one thing, wonderful thing. Narad Muni. So one time, Prahlad, not Narad Muni, so not Hanumanji. Yes, Hanumanji did one wonderful thing. He did not ask, and he did not steal also. He got it. He got the mercy. So one time he was chanting, he was small, and Narad Muni was there. Narad Muni was listening to Hanuman. Hanuman was singing. So Narad Muni came with his veena, and he was listening to Hanuman very nicely. And yet, what actually happened when Hanuman sang? Even stones start melting. He put his veena on the stone. So he was listening to Hanuman. What happened when Hanuman sang? The stone start melting. And when he stopped, and the stone again becomes hard. Yeah, becomes stone again, solid. So Hanuman was singing, and Narad Muni has put his veena on the stone. And then Hanuman stopped singing, and Narad Muni's veena got stuck in the stone. So, and then what to do now? He's trying to get his veena back, but he could not because he was stuck in the stone. And what he has to do, he told Hanumanji, please continue singing. And Hanuman said, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Hanuman left, run back home. And Narad Muni is running after him to tell him, please continue singing, to get my veena. And Hanuman went into the house, his house, and Narad Muni came following him. And Pawan was there, father of Hanuman. And Narad Muni is launching his complaint. Please tell your son. He was singing, and the stone was melting. I put my veena on the stone. My veena got stuck. I asked him to sing. He just came home. Please speak to him. And then Pawan said, and Hanuman, what are you doing like this? Don't you know this is a Bhagavat, Mahajan? Why do you making aparadh to him? This is not fair. And Hanuman said, Pitaji, you don't know. I did that purposely. Purposely I did it. Why? Because now just see, we have the dust of the lotus feet of Narad Muni in our house. Hari Bol. Our house is purified now. We have the dust of Narad Muni in our house. Now the house is purified. So in that way, in this context here, we can see Narad Muni very intelligently, Hanumanji, very intelligently, and getting the mercy of Narad Muni, did not steal, he did not ask also. So by somehow or other he got the mercy, the dust of the lotus feet of Narad Muni. But in our Krishna consciousness, in ISKCON, because we're not, this is also for advanced devotees, they can steal but due to offenses sometimes, we prefer to ask the permissions of the devotees.
Thank you, Maharaj. And one more question I had, Maharaj. Like, I have heard that in some cases we can lie or be dishonest. So can you briefly describe those instances?
Yeah. Lying for higher causes, that is fine. Lying for becoming Krishna conscious, lying, even Radharani also many times she was lying. When they asked her, where did you go? She was actually lying many times, but you can lie for higher cause. Like we have the example of many of devotees, when we were small, we'd be visiting the temple, going to the temple, and parents did not like it. And they would ask, where did you go? We will not straight away say that we've been to the temple, or meeting the devotees, or reading this book. But of course, lying for higher cause, that is accepted. Yeah. Prahlad Maharaj also, he was chanting, but Prahlad Maharaj was straightforward, but he did not say also where he got this message. But he disobeyed his father's order also for a higher cause, disobeying the order of his father. Imagine, we're supposed to be listening to the father. He's supposed to be abide by the order of father, because he's the authority at home. But here, Prahlad Maharaj, it is also a pride to disobey the orders of the father. It's an offense. And here, Prahlad Maharaj is disobeying for a higher cause, because he's following the order of the real father, our eternal father, Krishna. So even Krishna told Arjuna, no, not Arjuna, Bhima, Yudhishthira Maharaj, you should say loudly. Even the Lord is telling to lie. Yudhishthira Maharaj, to lie, tell that, what's the name? Ashwatthama is dead, right? The Lord is telling that. Tell like that. But for a higher cause. Everything we do it for a higher cause, for Krishna consciousness. That's allowed. Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Sukhakar Krishna Prabhuji, please go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Padma Mataji. Hare Krishna, Sundar Chaitanya Prabhu. Such a nice, wonderful lecture in so much time. We completed the whole thing. Actually, our Guru Maharaj, Japa Maharaj, he had told when the GBC meeting was over in Mumbai, and after all the Maharaj ate, Japa Maharaj went inside and asked the servant, who is eaten this? This is Radhanath Maharaj. He took something and ate. Who has eaten this? Gopal Krishna Maharaj. He ate. So he said, I stole. I didn't ask permission. They are my god brothers. But I know that they are all pure devotees. If I eat, I will get a more purified. So this is the humility for Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. It's not sinful. It's not sin to eat remnants of the pure devotees, of the devotees, because Japataka Maharaj is considering himself to be a servant, right? He's considering himself very humbly. Because that is Shastra. This is what Prahlad Maharaj is saying. Unless we get the dust, we smear our body. Only we can actually receive this mercy when one actually, if we don't do that, we'll never get to receive this mercy. We have become devotee. someone says that, if somebody said, I have become a devotee by the mercy, by my punya, this is not correct. If somebody said, I have become a devotee by the mercy of the Lord, that is not also fully correct. And this is what Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur said. But if a person said, I have become a devotee by the mercy of the devotee, he said, that is perfect. That is correct. Right?
Maharaj,
So,
one more question, Maharaj. Now we are doing devotional service, whatever we are doing. How do we understand that Krishna is happy? Because we are doing for the pleasure of the Lord. But do we get any sort of indication that yes, Krishna is happy? What is the barometer to access that?
yeah. It's through the Guru. Yes, through the Guru. So when the Guru is pleased, then Krishna is also pleased. So, yeah, Gurudev. The very first aspect of the third items of devotional service, the very of 64 item of devotional service, the very third 3 items is about Gurudev. One time there was Krishna was eating prasadam in Vaikuntha, and it was served by his Rukmini Devi. So one devotee in his material world, he was calling Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev. And then Krishna just jumped up from his table, prasadam he was eating, and was ready to go. And Rukmini said, what's happened to you? You become pagal or what? He said, no, 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 my devotee is calling me, I have to go. But Rukmini said, but every time devotees call you, every day, but you don't do like this. First time I'm seeing that you just jump up. And then Krishna said, no, 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 no. All this time they all used to call me, my name. But this time they're calling Gurudev, Gurudev. I have to go. You know? So previously they were calling my name, but now this time they are calling Gurudev, Gurudev. I have to go. Right? So through the spiritual master, by serving, we have to abide by the rules and instruction of the spiritual master. Is the only way we can make spiritual. Yeah.
When we chant some days good round, we are getting fully listening. That doesn't mean that Krishna is like. Some days, we are not getting sleepy. We are chanting properly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You get some happiness inside. That indicates that yes, Krishna is pleased, like that. The taste is increasing, because I want to increase the taste of chanting. By listening, taste comes. By taste, again, listening comes. So this one, how to get more and more to go up and up.
Yeah. Yeah, Krishna is pleased, definitely. Krishna is pleased, but is more pleased even sometimes less in the case of Prahlad Maharaj. Because sometimes we try to practice devotional service in favorable condition. But here, Prahlad Maharaj is practicing Krishna consciousness in a very, very unfavorable condition. He's able to overcome all these obstacles. That Krishna become pleased, because sometimes that was Krishna's test also. Krishna was testing him. Krishna is testing Prahlad Maharaj here. Krishna is showing, he's teaching the world. Because what happened is, Hiranyakashipu was, he was killing the brahmanas and the cows, So because the brahmanas may become disturbed, may also become, faith may also decrease because of having so many atrocities from Hiranyakashipu. But here, Lord Nrsingadev, Lord Vishnu is putting one devotee, his devotee here. See, I'm giving you so much trouble, but still, he did not divert. He did not budge, Prahlad Maharaj. Despite having so many difficulties, he's able to overcome all this. So Krishna is teaching us something here. Right?
Because in the material life, we are trying to do devotional service. Sometimes we see something happening and last moment it didn't happen. So we should feel that Krishna is testing us. We should be more controlled and not see the result. Keep doing it. Sometimes you get affected, no? Something has gone till the end and lost.
And that's what Krishna tells Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita also. Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 is about the soul. So Arjuna was perplexed, he didn't know what to do. But Krishna is saying that the soul is so powerful. Soul is so powerful. The soul can overcome any difficulty. It can do it. That's the power of the soul. There's no difficulty that the soul cannot overcome. This is a message that Krishna wants to bring to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Do you still have little time from Maharaj? I have some questions in the chat box. I can read them.
Yes.
Jyoti Mataji is saying that Hare Krishna, Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam, how to intensify the desire for the Lord? Could you please teach on this? And the other question is that about blessings. How blessings mechanism works in devotion?
Yeah. The first one, Mataji, will you repeat?
Yeah, the first one is how to intensify the desire for the Lord. Intensify the desire for the Lord.
Yes, very good question. So in intensifying, Rupa Goswami also explained, Rupa Goswami said that, he said very interestingly.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, my question is how to intensify the devotional desires.
Yeah,
for
thank
the Lord. Yes.
Yeah. Is Rupa Goswami explained that he speaks about eagerness or lolium, greed. Nowadays, in this material world, people have greed for money. He said, if you're walking on the road seeing somebody selling bhakti, he said, immediately you have to purchase. Just like people selling tomatoes, potatoes, they have to have money. But he said, if somebody is selling bhakti, you must purchase it immediately. How? Not with money. He said, with shraddha, faith. That faith has to increase. Our faith is not to the maximum. Is nowadays it fluctuates, or anistita. So that faith has to increase. How do we increase the faith? By associating with devotees, by associating with devotees who are greedy, with devotees who are eager also. By associating with them, we become eager. Akuti means eagerness, right? So Rupa Raghunatha Pade Hoibe Akuti. Narottam Das Thakur is saying, Rupa Raghunatha Hoibe Akuti. Hoibe, when will that come? Is praying, is with eagerness. When will that come? Hoibe Akuti. Will I have the eagerness to read the books written by the acharyas, by the Goswamis? So Akuti is a very beautiful word, eagerness. So that's how we can increase our devotional desires, by associating with those devotees who are very eager, and also increase our faith in the association of devotees, and increase our greed also slowly by associating with those devotees who are eager and also greedy for devotional service. And the second part of it was, can you repeat the second part, Mataji?
Yes. How the mechanism works.
Oh, the mercy. How it
The
works.
blessing mechanism.
Blessings.
How blessings work.
Yes, the blessing it works is a spiritual blessing. Devotees, they offer spiritual blessing. The acharyas, Narad Muni. How it works only by the mercy. It works, the mechanism works because we approach the devotees humbly with their obeisances, and asking for benediction also, asking for the blessing, or touching the feet of the devotees, and one get the blessing of the acharyas, of the devotees. It works because devotees, the devotees only have the adhikar to distribute the mercy. This is what I was saying earlier, that if one say that I have become a devotee by mercy of my punya, that's not correct. If someone say also I become a devotee by the mercy of God, that is also not fully correct. Why? Because the devotees have the adhikar to distribute that mercy. That is why the devotees are great. Echai gosai kori karana charana vandan jaha hoiti bignanas abhishta puran. Abhishta puran means also all our desires will be fulfilled by surrendering to the feet. And the mercy flows not from top. The mercy do not flow from the top. The mercy flows from the feet. And that's why we have to surrender to the feet. That's the feet and getting the dust. I know when we have darshan of the Lord, when you're having darshan, we do not look to the face first. We have to look at the feet first. That's how we have darshan. So it works. It's a spiritual thing that it works like that. It's not a material thing that, physical thing that we can see how it's going like this. But this is spiritual. The mercy is bestowed. Is bestowed. Right? So, of course, with the glance also, by the Lord's glance, devotee's glance also. So it is said that by seeing the Lord, seeing the devotees is a perfection of my eyes. Hearing about the devotees is a perfection of my ears, process of hearing. Touching the devotees is a perfection of my sense of touch. All right. So it flows like this. And also there is sometimes there is all agyata sukriti. I was told that one story of even Prahlad Maharaj, he did some agyata sukriti. Even without knowing, he did some devotional service, agyata, without knowing. That also work. I have seen many examples of that. So this is how it flowing from the feet of the devotees, and one become blessed, and that one actually makes spiritual advancement. Prabhupada went all over the world distributing Krishna consciousness. If Prabhupada would not have gone, we would not become devotee. Even the four person who actually surrendered to Krishna, Arthati, right? So Jnani also, they also can become devotees, not because of punya. They have done some punya, but what that punya is, so what that punya is agyata sukriti. They have done some agyata, some unknown devotional service previously. And that's how they have received the mercy, and now they're becoming devotees. Because many people who are in trouble, but they never approach Krishna. Many people who are having problems, many people who are in search for money, but they don't come to Krishna. But these ones, they are coming to Krishna because they have done some agyata sukriti, some bhakti, some devotional service somewhere. And this is how the mercy is flowing. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Wonderful, Maharaj. Wonderful. Sorry. I think one more question. We have to cultivate bhakti and avoid material obstacles in given any circumstances. Is this understanding correct, Maharaj?
Repeat again, Mata.
Jyoti Mataji only asking this, clarifying this. We have to cultivate bhakti and avoid material obstacles in any given circumstances. Is this understanding correct, Maharaj?
Yeah. Also, by practicing bhakti, one of the characteristics of bhakti is klesagni. And also subhada will create auspiciousness. 6 characteristics of bhakti. So it's a side product that will happen automatically. Obstacle also will be removed if you practiced bhakti. Of course, avoiding offenses, we should also avoid offenses, but the obstacle will be removed automatically. Klesagni means we don't have to endeavor separately. It will remove all the obstacles in our life by following the instruction of Gurudev and follow instruction of the process of bhakti.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. I don't see any more questions or raised hands. With your permission, if it is okay, maybe we can, let me check one more time. Yeah.
Mataji, can I ask one question?
Mataji, yeah. Maharaj, please.
Okay, this is the last one. Okay.
Yes, Maharaji. Maharaji, you said we go on roads and we sell tomatoes or potatoes, and we have a faith that we'll get the money. So all the endeavors we do because we have faith that we will receive some money. So is my understanding correct that it is so simple to understand that by practicing one day we'll get the understanding of pure devotion that we are trying to do, but we don't understand because of we are conditioned. Is my understanding correct?
Yes, definitely. And Krishna has promised also in Gita. Krishna has promised many times in Bhagavad Gita. He's telling to Arjuna, "You're my very dear devotee. I'm telling you this because you're my devotee. And I'm telling you this because certainly, you use the word certainly, you'll come back to me. Certainly. You know, asamsayaha, of this there is no doubt. If you come to me, if you do this, you do that, if you fight, it's a service to me." So Krishna is promising in Bhagavad Gita. Definitely, if we increase our faith, that is for sure. Shraddha has to be increased. This is why the very first item in Bhakti is Shraddha, right? Shraddha, and then there is Sadhu Sanga, Bhajana Kriya, like that it goes, and then it goes to Krishna Prem. So this is a process that the Goswamis, they have written, because Bhakti is very, very scientific. Starting with Shraddha, and then association of devotees, and then we start doing our bhajan. This is a process, anartha nivriti, nishta, and then going to Krishna Prem. So this is very scientific, and Krishna also has also given the guarantee in Bhagavad Gita. And for those who are practicing bhakti, Krishna can do anything, everything to protect him.
Maharaj, in that song it comes now.
That my
Maharaj, in that
devotee,
song,
yes,
in that song, Shraddhavan jana hai, Shraddhavan jana hai, Pathiya che naam hata, jiver karon. Nityan Prabhu says that just Shraddha is the price, nothing else. So what you told, it is in the Nadia Godrame song. Shraddhavan jana hai, just you give Shraddha and buy Mahamantra, nothing is cheap. So what you told came in that song.
Yeah.
Nadia Godrame Nityananda Mahajan. Sorry to interrupt you, Maharaj. Sorry to
No,
interrupt.
it's okay. But see the Shraddha of Prahlad Maharaj. Amazing. See the faith of Prahlad Maharaj. Amazing. So that's why this story has been given. All this story, they have some lessons, some message to learn. Prahlad Maharaj, he was trying to kill him in many ways. Put him in fire, so many ways. But he's completely surrendered faith in Krishna. But ours are not fully right now. But it's a gradual process. Slowly, we'll come to that, right? But we should keep faith, full faith in Krishna. That's the price. This is a price we have to pay. For the price of somebody selling bhakti, it is said not with money. If you want to purchase the holy name, Nityananda Prabhu has opened a marketplace of the holy name, Namhata Kuleche. So he's opened a marketplace. So have to buy the holy name with Shraddha. Shraddha Mulya Sudanam. Atiti Bikai. Shraddha Mulya Sudanam. To get Sudanam, to get the name, we need to purchase with Shraddha. Shraddha Mulya means the price. So this Shraddha has to be increased in the association of devotees. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Maharaj, so thank you so much for a wonderful class and very wonderful question and answer session. Very nicely and very easily applicable and practical things, Maharaj. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Please come again. Again, we look forward for your session, Maharaj. With your permission, like to give your obeisances. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Best Kripa Sindhu
कृपा सिंधु पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Granara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
जय
Jai.
Radhe Radhe.
Hare Krishna
Jai.
Maharaj. Thank you so much for
जय।
giving us.
Gauranga,
Hare
Nityananda,
Radhe Radhe.
Nityananda,
Nityananda.
Gauranga,
जय।
Radhe
Jai
Radhe.
Nityananda.
Shiva, Jai
गौरंग
Shiva, Jai Vrindavan Dham,
नित्यानंद
Govardhan
Radhe
Giri
Radhe.
Ki Jai,
हरि
Bhakti
बोल
Ki
हरि
Jai,
बोल।
Jagannath Puri Purushottam Dham Ki Jai Ho,
Radhe Radhe.
Bhakti
Thank
Sanga
you,
Ki
dear
Jai Ho.
devotees, for joining. We'll close the
Radhe
call
Radhe.
here.
Yeah,
Hari Bol.
Maharaj
Thank you
is
so
here
much.
only. Maharaj was upstairs and I was downstairs.
Jai,
Radhe
thank you,
Radhe.
thank you.
Jai, Jai,
So
Hari
nice.
Mataji.
Thank you,
Very nice.
Shamagoy Madhya for bringing Maharaj.
Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Radhe Radhe.
Mataji
Radhe
was
Radhe.
joining
हरि
in
हरि
person
बोल।
class.
Hari Bol.
Radhe
He was
Radhe.
joining in person class. We are joining
Radhe
online.
Radhe.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा।